Alrighty guys, welcome back to That's Gas Garage. I'm Neff. Today's goal is to make that roof on this Armada look good from 20 feet away. I'm going to show you guys what we have and how we're going to set up to get this done. Let me give you a close-up look at that roof. Alright, so this is what this roof is looking like. Very, very bad. As y'all can see, this is not going to be a show car paint job or whatever. We just want it to look good from 20 feet away. So let's roll. Alright guys, so this is what we have here just to do that paint job to look good from 20 feet away. We have the Kiwami. We're gonna use this one for clear. This one has a 1.3 tip. We're gonna use this bad boy for clear. There it is right there. Got the regulator set up, everything. And we have an Echo we have the Echo HSE from Tamco. We're gonna use this one for the paint itself. It's already set up. And check this out. We're gonna try out this new Black Widow by Spectrum. We might use this one for clear or something else too, just to see how it sprays. We picked this one up a couple days ago, well, probably like a week ago. You get your kit, you get the adapter for the paints, and you get your gun. So here is the gun. We're gonna set this one up. We're gonna put a regulator and filter and everything on it. But this one is a 1.3 as well. Actually, we might just use this one for paint, and we might just use the HSE. I gotta see what tip is in this one. I can't remember. I think it's a 1.3 or 1.4. We could use this one for the primer. That's what we'll do. We'll do primer, clear, and then we'll use this one for paint. So we're gonna set this one up too. It already brings the adapter, it brings everything. We got masking film, we got tack cloth, we got this bad boy to keep our lungs clean. We have the cup system. We have an orbital sander, which we've used before. We're gonna tear that bad boy up again. We got the spray gun cleaner, we got tape, we got paint, primer, we got all kinds of stuff. So let's put this bad boy together and then we'll go ahead and start painting or prepping, because we still have to sand the roof and make it paintable. So here we go. We have a Master Elite Series high flow air pressure regulator with gauge. I picked that one up from Amazon. Never used them before, so I don't know how it's gonna work. And guys, a disclaimer, I am not a professional painter. I'm just gonna paint my own truck. Well, this one looks pretty nice. It's aluminum, so it'll work pretty good. Okay, so we got the adapter, and this adapter is from Spectrum, straight out of Harbor Freight, same place I got the gun. It comes included in the kit, which I think it's pretty good because you don't have to go and try to figure out what size you need. If I can get this thing out of here. All right, here we go. All right, and this is, I think, steel. It's pretty heavy. But what I always do, I put a little bit of Teflon tape just so the leak goes to a minimum. It's always gonna leak a little bit. Like I said, I'm not a professional. I never painted. Actually did paint once. I painted the hood on the Armada. Here's a story. Let me tell you guys how I ended up getting this stuff so I can paint my own car. I took it, we live in El Paso, and the sun here is brutal. It destroys the paint quick. So I decided, you know, the roof, the hood was pretty ugly, and the clear was all coming off, and I didn't like the way it looked. So I went to a paint place, and I don't have the right size. I went to a paint place, and I asked them, you know, to give me an estimate of how much it was gonna be to get the roof and the hood painted. Well, I was in shock because the guys there told me, oh, it was gonna be, you know, not that expensive, because it was just the roof and the hood. So they did all their things, they checked and all. I don't know what they do, but they took the vehicle, they did their test, they ran a whole bunch of stuff, and then they come back and tell me that it was gonna be, they were gonna provide paint, all the materials and everything, and it was gonna be $3,500. I was like, dude, I mean, I'm trying to get it painted to look nice. I don't need this thing. I don't take it to any car shows. It's a 2009 Nissan Armada. I don't take it to any car shows. I just want it to look good from 20 feet away. You know, sometimes you go to the store, you look back at your car, and man, it looks nice. But that's all I wanted. So when they told me $3,500, I immediately came home and started doing some research. The first thing I found was the equipment is not that expensive. You're not even gonna spend $1,000, well, unless you buy really expensive paint guns. But see me, I went with the El Cheapos. I think the most expensive thing here that I have is this Kiwami, which was like $400 or $370 something. I think that's the most expensive one I have. This one was like 100 and some change. And I've never used it before, so I wanted to try it out. Again, I said I'm not a professional. But we just want it to look good from 20 feet away, and I think we're gonna manage it. So now, I think these bad boys here have a way to, man, you know what sucks when you start getting old, you can't see. Well, fuck it, we'll go this way. Oh, you can't go wrong. It can't go in that way. So guys, I decided to do my own paint. I bought all the equipment. I painted the hood on the truck, and dude, from 10 feet away, it looks nice. So I decided, you know, what the heck, I'm gonna go ahead and do the roof as well. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get that roof painted. This one, like I said, I've seen a lot of videos where people say that they are good, and they wouldn't recommend it for paint shops, but I'm not a paint shop. I'm just gonna paint my vehicle one time, or maybe 3 or 4 times. I'll keep looking at stuff that I wanna paint, and I can get that stuff taken care of. But, guys, it's not that hard. Like I said, I watched a whole bunch of videos, because at first, you know, and I had the wrong fucking tool. At first, to me, you know, painting was like super crazy. I thought you gotta have a whole bunch of knowledge, but I mean, you probably do, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm a mechanic, I'm not a painter. So, with a few videos that I watched, I got the equipment, and tried the hood, I figured I can do a paint job. The hood I painted last year. That was the first time I ever painted, and I'm pretty happy with the results. I mean, it's not perfect, but it looks good. And from 10 feet away, not 20 like we're hoping with the roof. But guys, enough of this talking. Let's go ahead and finish putting this together and start sanding that roof. Let's roll. Alrighty, Houston, we have a problem. This is my air compressor that I'm going to use to paint. It is a 20 gallon, 175 PSI. I know the 4 CFM and 90 PSI is not enough to paint, but I've used it before, it just never cuts off, and I think that's what damaged it. So there it is. It didn't get to the 175, it just cut off by itself. If you see here, we still have power connected to it. It is in the red, and this bad boy stopped working completely. So this painting job is going to have to be continued. Nothing. Alright guys, so if anybody wants to send me a nice Ingersoll ring, compressor, or whatever, hey, I'll take it. Alright guys, so here's my whole setup. going to have to be continued. Once I get a compressor, we'll go ahead and finish doing this paint job. So there it is, guys. Thank you for watching. To be continued.